And it's Ken Kreissman for CBSI Services in New York City today. Great conference, financial services, marketing with AI, artificial intelligence. And one of the leaders of a panel, Gary Kreissman. Gary, a very interesting session that you led talking about new tools in marketing with coming out of artificial intelligence. But a lot of things are still about reacting to the customers. What were some of the highlights of your session today?
Well, today what we were trying to do was to get to some of the pragmatic issues related to all of the new technologies and as they relate to financial services. There's a lot of theory, there's a lot of new tools out there that are AI-driven, marketing automation-driven, etc. But the question is, what can actually be done, both in the context of compliance and, frankly, I always look at a measure called return on time. What can you actually do in the limited amount of time you have to learn something new and the amount of time and budget that you have to implement? So that's what we were trying to accomplish today.
One of the points I saw and I see with artificial intelligence is how many more segments can be created, and artificial intelligence lets you design and then present and then to analyze results. Is that one of the advantages you see of using artificial intelligence?
It's certainly the potential. I made the point in the session that it used to be overwhelming to have 3 segments, but now you can have 300 or 3,000 if you know what you're segmenting. And I really believe that you can segment based on not only demography and lifestyle and purchase pattern, but also on attitude. And if you can segment that way, meaning to understand what people are motivated by, frankly, by asking them, getting first-party data, you're going to be a lot more effective in the segmentation that you do, and then AI enables you to take that segmentation and act on it.
Absolutely, but one of the points, and this made by several speakers today, it's still about capturing the heart and soul as well as the brain of a customer. How do you present that feel in this more sophisticated fintech type of environment we're approaching now?
Well, I think it starts with segmentation to the extent that you can identify what an individual's drivers are. If it's fear, if it's greed, if it's some combination, or if it's simply stability. To the extent that you can identify those factors through their behaviors that come through other databases, through asking them questions, you can then gear the content, gear the offers to those perspectives. And some people want messages delivered more directly, others want them more emotionally. So one size fits all doesn't apply. These tools help marketers better elaborate in their communication to people, not only in terms of what the content is, but how it's expressed.
Absolutely. And Gary Kreissman, tell us a little bit about your career. I know you've been at some major firms on some major brands over the years.
Yep. I started out as a marketer at Ogilvy and Mather, so I was actually there long enough ago that David Ogilvy was still active, which is kind of remarkable to think about working with that kind of legend. But I've spent most of my career initially in luxury goods. I was the head of marketing for Remy Martin, and most of it in direct response in one way, shape, or form. I've started a number of companies, sold a couple, trashed a couple, and I'm always interested in seeing what's emerging.
And what's the best way for someone to reach you if they would like to chat or ask your expertise?
My firm is called Group PRM, which is like CRM, stands for Prospect Relationship Management. And my email is GK, my initials, at groupprm.com.
Gary Kreissman, great to see you here today at the Financial Services Marketing with AI conference hosted by our friends at Sam.ai. Raz Chaudhry did a great job with this, and we appreciate you spoke recently at the Direct Marketing Club in New York. I know that was a very well attended session.
I really enjoyed working with the Direct Marketing Club because the audience was so involved, just like this one today. And these panels are terrific because they really get the audience to ask questions in a way that is not arm's length. I always find a good panel is one where everyone participates. It's not just a presentation.
Absolutely. Gary Kreissman, great to see you here at the Financial Services Marketing with AI conference, sponsored by our friends at Sam.ai. Good to see you. This is Ken Kreissman, New York City for CBSI Services. Hey, that's great. That was great.